What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is the return of Fire Emblem Heroes. Nice timing on that. And this is a random draw from the last time I pulled a random draw about a month ago before I went on break. So we resume the random draws, and we have two songs for you. This is the winner from Gavin. It's the longest title ever. This is Fire Emblem versus Veronica. Map theme, book 6, chapter 12, part 5. Remember that. From the channel Zanik FEHDL, other game, music, and voice clips. And then I decided to pair something that's been waiting alongside Fire Emblem Heroes, and this one's called Writhe from Nintendo Mobile. And this one's only a minute 40. So we're going to start off. I just realized the request is 12 and a half minutes, and Writhe is 1 minute and 40 seconds. So we have long and short. Okay, and the second one was requested by Chosen Din. Okay, well, let me think about that. I guess. Okay, no, it's fine. I'll start off with versus Veronica, the winner of the draw. And if you don't know, at the end of this episode, there'll be the other draw that you can see. Let's get to it. No description for this one. This is versus Veronica, Fire Emblem Heroes. Considering this is a 12-minute video, this is probably a boss with multiple phases. Oh, we got a little visualizer. That's nice. I'm gonna really try to digest this. This is so long. Probably not gonna talk too much. Kind of immerse myself. A lot of violins. Right now the energy is kind of stagnant, but slowly climbing, I feel. This one isn't timestamped, so I don't know if it's having phases. Is it? It's not. This is full of island. Just notice the hair of the girl on the left, on the bottom. Dissonance added. Very nice. Could always appreciate a good virtuosic musician performance. feels like a live performance, like I'm, watching. Piano pages are nice and subtle. If this is the boss, considering it's called versus Veronica, I feel like this kind of music is more of like all these moments, all this emotional conversation we've had with her have led up to this. So it's more about like a intensity, as opposed to like very high energy and bombastic. I can feel like pure emotion here. I have no idea what's happening, Context-wise, I'm completely blind, but I can assume that it's like I finally meet you here type moment or something. If I want to get a little more crafty with my guesses, I'll even go as far as to guess like something betrayal-like. That's more of a shot in the dark. But also the music is kind of hinting at something like revenge, animosity, enemies, you know what I mean? Like, what did Veronica do? What did we do? I think it's looped already. I don't think this is a bunch of phases. We're halfway through. It's a good song. But I can already tell before the song even finishes that context is very required here. Especially when a song name is describing someone's name, I'm supposed to know who Veronica is. The composer named this assuming you know who she is. Okay. So while we bask in the music for a couple minutes, it is extremely violin heavy. A lot of legato notes. Smooth, kind of just notes that go into each other. This percussion that comes out of nowhere. But the whole thing sounds very uncomfortable. It almost sounds like a movie. Like a kind of a climax that you don't want to be a part of. For example, if you've ever seen Requiem for a Dream, that climax, that kind of climax, I feel like I would be hearing this during that, if you know. That movie's crazy. a loop. Oh, I just realized the title of the song says Extended. Sorry if this sounds like insensitive, but I'm having trouble thinking of what to say at the moment. For a bunch of reasons. But ultimately, I'm kind of drawing a lot of blanks. I'm gonna start fading it. That was like 4 loops already. Okay. I think I got the gist. Man. So, yeah, I'm put in this kind of awkward position where, you know, these things don't really... By things, I mean these video game reactions. As if you know, most people have been here for a while, and thank you for your viewership. And there's times where it gets a lot easier. There's times where it feels the same day as day one. A lot of times it feels like that because I'm still like, oh, what? And then there's times where it gets harder. And that would be one of those times because not each reaction is the same. They're all, I guess that's what makes a reaction, right? And in a world full of reaction content, this is gonna sound weird, but I don't even see myself as one of those, even though I am. It's just more, the way I see it is a honest feeling to this unexplored journey that I've been missing out on, that I've been living alongside of my whole life, and people just sharing songs with me, right? And when it gets to one of those points like this where I'm kind of blank, I sort of default into that. If I can't think of something to say about the music or obviously the context, then I start to think of what is it that makes the song tick for this requester. Also, you have to think about the other side of stuff, like how long they've been waiting. Almost every single time you see a video from me, they've been waiting a long time. They might have even forgot about it. You know what I mean? So it's a lot more complex than just musician here's song. So a lot of things went through my mind in that 10 minutes. The first thing that came to mind was boss battle, maybe final boss. But I didn't see that at the end. You know, for as long as the title is, I didn't see extended at the very, very end. I just stopped at part 5, and I saw the 12 minutes. Usually if I get a 12-minute song, it's a bunch of phases, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. Whether that was 2 loops or 5. To me, if I had to guess what that was, I don't know about final boss. Maybe. It kind of has a little bit of that. But to me, it really felt like the precursor to a final boss, a first theme that you hear, or a phase 1. This sounded like a giant phase 1 to me. It always felt like it was just kind of like ready to take off, but was just kind of lingering in this space of agony and torture and deceit. You know, there was a lot of adjectives I could have used, but it just felt uncomfortable, and this is strong, like resenting, pushing energy towards you. So that's where I got the boss feel from it. The other thing I was thinking as a musician, I was thinking of all the violin parts, all the orchestral parts. You know, clearly violin was the main thing here. And It was very impressive, doing a lot of the runs of the chord. There was sometimes like 3 or 4 violins at the same exact time. The piano was doing the arpeggios thing, so it was really musically inclined as well. And then the other thing I was thinking on top of that was the timing of this video, because I just did a Smash Bros. Fire Emblem song, and that was extremely different from this. That was like then again, it's a Smash remix, and that was a borderline flamenco kind of orchestral hybrid, and that was really, really cool and pretty memorable. This is one of those songs that I can see myself, if I were to flip the script and suggest a song to someone similar to how you guys do to me, someone who doesn't know about, let's just say, the God of War song versus Odin. I don't even know what the song's name is, but that fight, with Odin or whoever, really. It's not a spoiler, by the way. And I'm just giving a blind example. I have no idea if this is even relatable, but this is kind of how I see it. If I were to show someone that song, like, yeah, it's really cool, but they'd probably be confused as to what is actually making it tick so hard. Why this emotional, all these things that brought you up until this point makes this significantly impactful. So for me, there is no impact like that. I can guess there is, I can assume there is, but truly with video game music, sometimes you just truly can't tell. So all I could do is make guesses, educated or non-educated, but context, impact, soul, feeling, emotion, all that is lost on me on songs like this, because it's very musically impressive, because that's undeniable. I mean, anyone who has ears can hear and see and hear that. But game-wise, I have this picture, and I'm not. By the way, when I'm saying this stuff, I'm not saying like, "Damn, I really wish I had a video to go along." So I'm not asking for that. It's just some songs exist in games that are like this, and some you can pull away from very easy, or you can extract info from very easily, some you cannot. And then at the same time, I have to realize that most people that comment on this will have context, and they can tell me exactly what, and then share their thoughts and their feelings and their stories with it, and that's just as cool, So TLDR, great song, no idea what's happening, and felt to me as a phase 1 or like a dialogue before an actual fight starts. Very impressive piano, piano too, but violin. Second song, much shorter. Writhe. Interesting title. This one has footage. Speak of the Devil. This looks like I'm gonna guess this is a trailer based on how short it is. Looks like a trailer. Alright, let's see. This is Fire Emblem Heroes. Writhe. This is the first time I see Fire Emblem footage. Yeah, it's definitely has to do a trailer. Copyright claim is already inbound. Maybe I should talk a lot more on this one and just... What is happening? Oh, that's a cool looking blade. Never seen a blade like that before. What is it? What do you call the blade like that? It has no tang. It was just a handle and like a half crescent thing. Oh. Fire Emblem? Whoa, ribcage? What is this character? Who's singing? I'm trying to see if I recognize the band. It's like a fur cape? Is that a dream in his head? Impressive singer. Range. Okay. Is there? Oh, okay. We got some information here. Performed by Epsilon Zero. Never heard of them. Lyrics. You know what? Let's read the lyrics. Everything, I threw it all away. Everything I thought that I could save. Everything slipped right through my hands. Everything lost to me forever. Just one thing. I will not lose my grip on only one thing remains. I will make my stand. Wait, what? I will not lose my grip on what? Okay. Before I confuse myself any further, I will say, Fire Emblem, I have not heard many songs. By the way, Fire Emblem fans, if you're wondering, oh, I know every time I do a video for any game, people are like, oh, you should hear this instead, or blah, 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 blah. I have over 60 requests for Fire Emblem. I've only done like 5 or something, you know what I mean? Probably something around like that. I have so many Fire Emblem requests. And from what I've noticed in those few videos that I've done, is that the music is all over the place. But it seems to be kind of to very specific moments. I've heard dubstep stuff. I've heard very orchestral stuff like the previous song. I've heard metal and modern sounding. Oh, when was this released? Sounds like 3 years ago at least. 2022. Oh, it's close. Well, in a couple weeks, it's gonna be 3 years ago. Oh my God. Ugh, 2022 is almost 3 years ago. Ugh. Is it just me, or like time since like literally 2019 ended, so 2020 onwards, time has just made 0 sense. Anyways, yeah, dude. For example, 2022 went by so slow, and then 2023 went by like that. Sorry, I digress. Dubstep, metal, orchestral, and then this sort of like more modern metal, and also with the fry vocals and the singing, and I'm pretty sure that was just one vocalist, so that was pretty nice. Then again, who knows, because I remember when I did Sonic Frontiers and I heard Kellen Quinn, I thought I swore that was 2 different singers, because not only was the vocal range completely different, but it sounded like guy and girl. So, you know, shout out to Kellen Quinn, because that's one person. And yeah. Anyways, so this to me seems like, I'm gonna take a guess though, an educated guess, that this is not what the music sounds like in Fire Emblem Heroes. Maybe Heroes, I don't know. But to me, this just screams like trailer. You gotta hype it up. It's gotta be cool. You gotta have people react to it. I'm sure this was probably reacted to a lot in 2022, and this was probably requested in 2022, if I'm being honest. Let me see, actually. Does it say? Let's see. That's always a possibility too, you know what I mean? April 2023. Yeah. Sorry for the wait, Chosen. But either way, like, it seems, you know, if they want to sell their product and create hype, of course. But I'm gonna take a shot in the dark that almost no other music sounds like that in Fire Emblem. Let me know. Heroes, at least. Cool looking character. Visible ribcage. But yeah, those 2 songs couldn't be any more different, and I feel like they're probably not related whatsoever. But maybe they are. Maybe no, the other one was Veronica. I don't know what Writhe is. I don't know if Writhe is a character. It's also a word, so yeah, I was very confused this entire episode. But at the same time, I'm always going to be honest, and I'm going to always, you know, give every song as much attention as I can and really put myself there. I'm going to chalk this one up to, hopefully, that the requester just really loved the moment their song played, and that's great. You know, I have songs like that too. I can really relate to that. I definitely have songs that no one else would care for, but I love. You know, so don't think of these as like negative things, but I just can't always in every video be like, oh my God, you know, blah blah blah, that was so crazy cool. I'm always just going to be honest with you, and truth be told, I think that's why a lot of you still stick around, so thank you. All right. Thank you to Gavin and Chosen Din. Let's spin the random wheel for the next Lucky person. Woo! How should I handle this before I say anything? Because I have a very active Xenoblade community, but they don't watch every video. I feel like I could sneak this in here and sneak some kind of announcement in here or something. For those that don't know, I just played Xenoblade 1 in the summer, and Xenoblade 2 I just finished last month in November. And everyone's asking me when I'm going to play 3, and I haven't said anything. Well, first of all, I'm excited for this. I mean, I live Xenoblade Chronicles music. And yeah. And now seeing this, I can almost guarantee that is a location, and it is the nighttime version, which means I'm going to find the daytime version too, because I know how it works now. All I'll say is that there is a good chance that I will play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 in 2025. Very vague, but it's better than nothing. That's your news source for the day. So I don't know who requested this. We'll find out later, but cool. Thank you to the Fire Emblem fans, and don't tell the Xenoblade fans anyone. See how long this can stay a secret. I'm actually curious how long it can stay a secret. But cool. Thank you again, Gavin Chosen Din. Thank you to all the requesters here. Patrons, I cannot be here without them. They support my entire livelihood. So thanks to you for watching. Happy holidays. My name is Jesse. Later.